Sean Combs, the man, the entity. Sean P. Diddy Combs, who has admittedly modeled his success after that of hip-hop mogul Russell Simmons, has become one of the most prolific music producers, entertainers, and businessmen of the 21st century, wielding an immense amount of influence in the entertainment business and mainstream America. Whether discussing the realm of entertainment, fashion, restaurant ownership, even politics, the name Sean Combs is relevant. But how did the man Sean Combs become the entity? How did the boy from Westchester County via Harlem become such a shrewd leader and businessman? Sean Combs was raised by a single mother after his father was shot and killed in a Central Park drug deal gone bad. Combs proved a sharp businessman even in his early years, coming up with ways to make money off the paper route business by taking over an older boy's route and giving him a percentage of the profits. At the age of 18, Combs attended Howard University, majoring in business administration, where he spent most of his time promoting parties, selling term papers and exams, and running an airport shuttle service than any actual studying. He eventually left Howard University to begin his rise to the top. Combs gained an internship at Uptown Records, which later turned into a job as a talent director. Combs rapidly rose to the level of vice president and produced hits for artists such as Mariah Carey, New Edition, Method Man, TLC, Boyz II Men, and his most frequent collaborator, Notorious B.I.G. Here Combs transgressed the first law in Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. He outshined Andre Harrell, and with internal turmoil, was subsequently fired from his position. But as any leader who fails, he learned from his mistakes, and Combs set up his own label, Bad Boy Records. Most people know that Craig Mack and the notorious Biggie Smalls were Bad Boy's first artists, but many do not know that with the help of Russell Simmons, Combs initially tried to sign Tupac Shakur, whom he considered the best rapper, to jumpstart the label. However, Tupac refused. Combs signed more acts to Bad Boy, including Faith Evans and Total. He also produced music for Lil' Kim, TLC, and more. The widely publicized East Coast-West Coast rivalry pitted Combs and Biggie Smalls against Tupac Shakur and Death Row's Suge Knight in the mid-90s. Shakur was murdered in 1996, and 6 months later, B.I.G. was killed weeks before the release of his album, Life After Death. Combs, now without a franchise artist, began his solo rap career, embodying the essence of the problem-solving chapter in John Maxwell's book, Developing the Leader in You. Further, by choosing to have a solo career now, he used Greene's law, master the art of timing. In addition to his music career, Combs gained a reputation as a savvy businessman for his other endeavors, including a clothing line, his Blue Flame advertising company, his MTV reality show Making the Band, a restaurant chain, and branches of Bad Boy Entertainment into technology, books, and films. In 2002, Combs was recognized as one of the 40 richest people under 40 by Fortune magazine. With a current estimated net worth of over $300 million, Combs has become something of an American icon and, against all odds, one of the country's most successful entrepreneurs. Maxwell noted in Chapter 8 of his book that with vision, the leader is on a mission that becomes contagious to those around him. This was evident when Combs wanted to re-establish a rap star on the East Coast to rival those on the West. Biggie was that person, and because of Combs' vision and Biggie's talent, rap fans followed. There are 5 levels of leadership. Combs is perhaps on level number 3, as people follow him because of his track record. He is of course has done a lot for others, as he has raised almost $4 million participating in a marathon in New York City for public schools. Yet his accomplishments have been more for his organization. Beyond the many companies Combs operates, he has found the time to pursue other endeavors, most notably his bid to buy the New York Knicks and his Citizen Change initiative, which urged people, especially the hip hop generation, to vote. So, although Combs initially began his rise in the entertainment business by using Russell Simmons as a model, it's obvious that Combs hasn't done too bad for himself as a leader in his own right. His achievements are that much more relevant because he has youth on his side, and thus room to grow as an individual and a leader.